Hey, Dorian, give me a second because the bell just rang and we'll start, okay?
Okay.
Um, Sorry if have you been trying to get in before today and you've had trouble?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. My Zoom things have not been, I don't know. Um, I think I have them. I think when you get in it, I haven't started it yet. I normally start it when everybody gets in here. And because it's set to start before, like this class goes from 10:25 until 11:40. So sometimes I think I'm coming into the live Zoom way later than when it is scheduled. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But I'll help you get all caught up. Just hang in there, okay?
Okay.
All right. This is my favorite t-shirt on. What y'all making? Or what y'all make? Oh, I thought you had food in your face. Um, I love it. Did you drink your mom out? Cute. I love it. They look real. Don't you think? Yeah. Good morning. Hey, beautiful. Are you a senior this year? Oh my God. So excited. Okay, Dorian, it's just, that was weird. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's just me and you. That's why I took my face mask off. Sometimes for B week, we have some people here and then sometimes we don't. So I'm going to go ahead and do the live Zoom like I normally do. And then I'll, like right now, I'm recording. But when I get through with the live recording part, I'll stop recording and then you and I can get all caught up. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. All right. So, hey, second period. Art Foundations. Welcome to Thursday. I'm going to get the overhead set up. You've got a really cool sketch assignment today. At least I think it's really cool. Okay, so as this is coming up, you know that every day you go into your announcement section. And that is where I've been putting your sketches this whole 6 weeks. Last 6 weeks, we did a whole bunch of like art history sketches that were found somewhere else. And so now I'm putting your daily sketch assignment in the announcement section, which is also where you will see the join the Zoom meeting, which seems like is working finally. So if you click on that for today, it has your Zoom meeting. This is also where I will put the recording of the previous day's Zoom meeting if my recording is working. Okay, but anyway, today, your sketch assignment for today is to, I'll try to pull it up bigger, and I'm sure that those of you that are in Zoom, I'm sure you've already seen what your sketch assignment is for today. But today you're gonna draw a skull in a setting, and I've shown you some examples. Your skull should be grounded, meaning it shouldn't just be a floating skull, unless like you're drawing a skull in the ocean and it's floating, but you still need to put some foreground or background. You got to give it some sort of setting for it. And so I've shown y'all a whole bunch of examples. And it doesn't even have to be a human skull. Here's some other examples. It won't let me do that. Hold on. Let me get out of this. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, so here's some more examples. Like you can see here that the skull is in a fish aquarium. There's a skull like on the table, like a still life. Like however you want to draw a skull. Now, remember I said it doesn't have to be a human skull. If you keep scrolling, there is a cow skull right here with a cacti. But a lot of people typically, I guess I always do this kind of around Halloween, so everybody kind of likes to, you know, draw like a human skull. It can be any type of animal skull. It doesn't have to be a human skull, but you have to put it in some sort of scenario, some sort of area. Whoa, I do that every time. So your sketch assignment today is to draw a skull. You know, you can see right here in the middle, there's a side view of a skull. You could do something Halloween related. You could do something pirate related with the skull. But give it some sort of setting. Just don't draw a skull. Even you could even draw like a tattoo. Like somebody could have a tattoo of a skull, but it still draw the arm or, you know, the shoulder or wherever the skull is. So that's your sketch assignment. And tomorrow you will go to where it says assignments. Let me make sure nobody's waiting in a waiting room or anything. Just double checking. Okay. Tomorrow you will go to where tomorrow it'll say sketchbook week 8. See right down here where it says week 7 sketchbook upload. Tomorrow there'll be another one that says week 8 sketchbook upload, and you're going to be uploading 4 sketches from the week, because remember you have a sketch Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So your sketches, so like if you've missed some sketches, go back into your announcement section, and every day I'm going back to the announcement. Every day I post your daily sketch assignment. That's not necessarily your project you're working on. That is just your sketch assignment. For an example, yesterday you drew, yesterday you designed your own emoji, like a new emoji to fit your needs or to fit 2020 right now. Maybe we need a hand sanitizer emoji. Maybe we need a, stay 6 feet apart emoji. Or maybe when you're texting your friends or your family or your mom, your parents, maybe there's some emojis you wish existed. So, you're designing your own emojis. That was yesterday's sketch. And then if you go to Tuesday, you'll see Tuesday sketch. And then obviously tomorrow, we will have one tomorrow as well. And then Tuesday sketch was this is a popular painting by Edward Munch called The Scream. You've probably seen it in color at times. And it normally has this like a landscape type of background. You're going to be drawing, what else is this man screaming about? Is it, I keep doing everything with COVID right now. Is it, is it the COVID virus? You might have seen what the virus looks like under a microscope. Every now and then you see this on the news. It's like this dot with red things coming all out. I'm sure some people will try to be that for Halloween. What is this man screaming about? Is he screaming about your report card grade last 6 weeks? Is he, screaming about Godzilla about to, attack him? Or maybe it's a sweet little kitten, or maybe it's a black kitten, crossing his path. That was your sketchbook for Tuesday. And then tomorrow you will have one. So that's 4 sketch assignments that you will upload for your sketchbook grades. But also in the assignments, you will see what we've been working on this week. And yesterday I introduced this project. Well, first of all, at the beginning of the week, Tuesday, we did not start something new because you were finishing up the partial portrait project. And I'm loading that up really quick just to remind anybody in case they haven't done it. I put due dates when they're due, but I have not closed any of the assignments. So even though you might have not turned it in yet, you need to turn it in. Progress reports go out Monday. So you really should try to get some of these projects finished and uploaded. This particular project goes with what we worked on the week before, which is drawing portraits. And I'm gonna slide all the way down here to the bottom just to show you what this project is for some of you, because some of you are still finishing it up. You are going to draw just part of yourself. It doesn't have to be all of you. You might want to do all of you. In this slideshow that I'm showing you here now, it shows you exactly how to do the right proportions. I just want you to be drawing yourself. So that might mean that you need to take a picture of yourself and use your phone or use your computer, or draw from a mirror. But you're going to draw some part of you and you're going to shade it in. And then in the background, you're going to do something creative. You're going to break it up with some designs or patterns, or maybe you want to break it up with some song lyrics or some journaling. Maybe you have a lot going on and you just want to free write it out. You see that a lot in these student examples I'm going to show you. And this is all in your assignment page. And it's the project's called Partial Portraits. You can see a lot of people really enjoy just kind of free writing and just writing about themselves. This one probably doesn't show up very well for those of you in the live Zoom, but you can tell that it's half of her, and then she kind of has her cat kind of coming around her with the tail here. She's just kind of drawn, she was into anime, so she's drawn some of the things. Same with this one. She's, kind of taken things that she likes to draw and also incorporated it in her, the rest of her project. These have watercolor as an example in the background, and that's because we normally do these in class when we have a bunch of supplies, and I know you don't have a bunch of supplies at home, so you don't have to have watercolor or anything. You can do all of this with a pencil. And then how to do this kind of starts back up way up here. We spent a few days learning how to correctly draw the proportions of a face. And so that can kind of help you for that. And then yesterday your project is for today, was for yesterday and today. So some people are still working on it. It's called fractured drawing. And it's a really cool technique that is easy, but it makes your artwork look like super hard. I'm going to scoot through the slideshow really quick just to get to the examples first before I go back over it. You can see that here are some student examples. Let me go back. There's a car down here. There's a turtle up here. There's some geometric shapes up here. There's a skull right there. It just needs to be turned over. There's a sailboat right there. I just want to show you some examples of it. What you're going to do is take the concept of Cubism that we've talked a little bit about. And Cubism was an art movement that pretty much came back and made everything have lots of sharp angles and geometric planes. Like this Pablo Picasso's girl with the mandolin right here. Typically, if you were going to draw her realistically, she would be soft and she would have nice soft curves, and she wouldn't be fractured. She wouldn't look like she has been painted on a mirror and then the mirror has broken. That's kind of the look of the fractured drawing. And it's very easy to do. This is what you're going to do today. If you have not already uploaded and turned it in your sketchbook somewhere on a piece of paper, it doesn't need to be bigger than your hand. Draw like a 4x6 little rectangle, kind of like, when you take a picture about that big. You're going to draw a rectangle in your sketchbook. And then you're going to draw any type of object. It can be anything. It could be apple. It could be an apple. It could be a game controller. It could be a shoe. This here, my example, I just did like a big jungle leaf. So you're gonna keep it simple. Just do a nice contour outline drawing. You could even do a cartoon character if you wanted to. Sometimes when you're looking for things to draw, let's say you wanted to draw a car. Say you wanted to draw a Corvette. For this project, if you go into Google and just type Corvette drawing clip art, you'll find almost like a coloring book, just straight drawing that's easy to look at for you to draw. That's just a little hint. Now what you're going to do is make it look Cubism inspired, and you're going to do that by either taking, you can tell on this one, these are more like fall leaves. And then I've just come in and taken just my pencil, and I have just done these just very soft lines that break up that little composition. And then I'm going to scoot again and show you here. So the first thing you're going to do is draw a simple outline of something. Then you're going to come back in either with like geometric lines like I've done here, like, just straight angles, what you're doing is you're dividing up that space, that tiny little composition you've made. You can do it with straight, edgy lines, or you can do it with nice, curvy, flowy lines. And then what you're going to do is come back in and shade. And we've been doing a lot of stuff with shading. A couple of weeks ago, you drew ribbons that were shaded dark to light. You've been shading. You've learned how to come in and shade in your face. And all you're going to do is in one square, you're just going to start shading. And you're going to kind of go like in a transition from dark to light or light to dark. So right here, it starts off lightly shaded, and then it gets dark to darker. So when you get to the next section, you're going to do the opposite that's right here. So for an example, right here, this one's going to go dark to light. So as soon as you get to the next section, you're going to change what you're doing. So here we did light to dark, but then we run into the leaf. So then the leaf is going to be light. These in here are going to be dark. Think like a checkerboard. Whatever one section is, if one section's light, the next section is going to be dark. Very much like a checkerboard. And then that's what it will look like when you're finished. And it has this really cool look as opposed to, as opposed to just shading a leaf. And then you're going to take a picture of it and upload it for your grade. So that's what we did. That's what we started yesterday. And today is still a work day for that. Also, you have a very long, well, not long, but you should have a sketch assignment that should take you a lot longer than some of our other ones. You should take your time with your skull drawing. And then you're going to upload that tomorrow. What I'm going to do right now, since I don't see any questions in my chat room, is I'm going to stop the live recording and I'm going to speak to those that are in the Zoom more independently. And I will post this recording in a few minutes. So let me stop the live recording. Hold on. Okay, Dorian, do this. I have to end it all so it'll stop. And then I'm gonna get right back in. So just get right. So it's gonna end it for you automatically, but then just go back to that link and get back in and it'll just be me and you, okay?
Okay.